Hi guys, welcome back to Michelle's Beauty Guide. On today's episode, we are talking about face shape. Knowing your face shape is very important when it comes to applying your makeup, and so that's why we are diving into this before we get into any other makeup application, especially once we get into highlighting and contouring. This will be essential, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first we are going to go through the basic 7 face shapes that we have and go through the characteristics to look for each of those. So we are going to start first with oval. Oval is going to be our ideal face shape. With an oval face, this has appropriate symmetry, and as far as the dimensions of it, it just gives the most appealing appearance. So with an oval face, it is 1.5 times longer than it is wide. And with an oval face, you'll also see that the chin and the forehead are relatively around the same size, but the forehead is going to be slightly wider. So that is our ideal face shape. Next, we have round. Round face shapes are going to be widest through the center or the cheek area. With a round face, your hairline and your jawline are both going to be about the same width, and they are also going to have a rounded appearance to them. Next, we have square. So square is also going to have width that is about the same at the forehead and the jaw area. However, once you get to the widest area through the center of the face, instead of your cheeks coming out, everything is pretty straight along the sides of your face. Next, we have oblong. Oblong essentially is a rectangle. So you are going to have your cheeks are going to be very long and hollow, and your forehead and your jawline are going to be about the same width as well. Next, we have heart. Heart-shaped faces a lot of times will also have a widow's peak, so that is a characteristic to look for if you are trying to determine your face shape. And that's what also kind of gives it that heart-shaped effect at top. And with a heart-shaped face, your forehead is going to be wider than your jaw. So your jaw and your chin are gonna kind of come to a point down here, and so that area is gonna be your most narrow. And then through your forehead is where you're going to have your widest area. Next, we have a triangle. Triangle is the opposite of heart shapes, so you are going to have a wider jawline than your forehead area. So this area up here is going to be very small, and so you're going to be widest at the bottom portion of your face. And then lastly, we have our diamond face shape. So diamond shaped faces are going to be very narrow at the top and the bottom, and where you are widest at is through the center of your face. So essentially, if you have wide cheeks, you're going to either be heart or square or round. And so looking at your hairline and your jawline in relation to your cheeks is going to be your determining factor there. So now that we have all of the face shapes, we are going to go through how to determine your face shape. All right, so first thing I want you to do is pull all of your hair back away from your face. As you can see, I did a cute little bun today for this episode. Being able to see your entire hairline and the center of your face and not have anything kind of obstructing that view is going to be very important for this. And then I also want you to grab a mirror. I have this little guy right here, and so you can use a handheld, you can use a mirror like this, or you can just step into the bathroom. But with this, you want to be looking straight on. You don't want to have anything at an angle because that is going to change the appearance of your face shape. So now that we have done that, we are going to divide our face into 3 separate regions. So our first region is going to start at the forehead to the eyebrows. That is going to be your forehead region. That is step 1. Next, we're going to look from our eyebrows to the tip of our nose. That is going to be the middle region of your face, and also include your cheek area, which for some face shapes will be your widest area. And then our third region is going to be from the tip of the nose to the very tip of the chin. And so that will be your bottom jawline area that we are looking at. So when you look straight on into the mirror, you are going to see what shape each region makes and then how that gives the entire face shape. So look and see if you have a narrow forehead, if you have a widow's peak, if you have a very wider face and your cheekbones stick out a little more, or if it's very flat through the center. And then look at your jawline. Look, is it, do you have a prominent jawline here, or is it, come to a little bit of a point down at the bottom? So me, when I go through mine, get my mirror up here. So my face shape, I have definitely a square, especially at the top. My forehead is wide. And then when I look through my middle region, my face is pretty straight through here. My cheeks don't really stick out. I'm not really wider here than I am up here. They're both about the same. And then when I look at my jaw region, I see that I do have a very prominent jawline right here. And so essentially what that gives me is a square face shape. Yes, does my jawline down here come a little pointier and essentially a little more round? Yes, but that forehead area is what's giving me more of a square face shape than oval. So it is possible to kind of have a hybrid of two different face shapes, but generally being able to determine that and understand if you are having to work with one or more, being able to understand that and know how to work with that is going to be essential. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope that this video helped you to understand your face shape, and I will see you next week on Michelle's Beauty Guide. If you would like, leave some comments below, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any episodes. I will see you next week.